Titanic's Scott Key Bridge. They couldn't even get the name right. And I don't know what happened exactly, if it was on purpose or what's the real story behind this, but this bridge collapse is a perfect metaphor for the collapse of America and the West. There are many other signs, of course. There's a new one every day. But what hits me is that most Western people are completely apathetic. They don't even know or care, or they even think we're living in some kind of utopia. And I wonder how people felt during the fall of the Roman Empire, or periods like that. Did they know what was going on? Or were they also completely unaware? I'm reading the memoirs of Elisabeth V LeBron. She was a French painter who escaped Paris just as the French Revolution was starting. She went first to Italy and then to Russia. She loved both countries, by the way. But there is a sense of unbelief about what's happening in France, like if it was just a bad dream. Were those awful things really going on? And Lebrun made several paintings of Marie Antoinette. The queen was her friend, and just a few years later, she was dead. The other video I saw recently that I thought was very sad was this one of young teens being sent to war, or really to their deaths. These are Ukrainians, but of course there are also quite a few dead Russian soldiers and sad images of young dead Russians too. And I was thinking, what is the point of all this? Because despite the rhetoric, I don't think the US and NATO really want the Ukraine to win. They just want to prolong the war as much as possible. I mean, if they wanted to win, they would enter the war, right? But they do just enough to keep the war going. And I don't even think that Zelensky and the Ukrainian leadership want to win either. They just want to keep the money flowing for as long as they can. That's all there is to it. But those young men, and even women, what do they win? And of course, there is also social decay and the birth rate collapse and economic problems and that other war down there in the Middle East, which no one also cares much about. So it's easy to feel bad, but we must also remember that things change. Now it's Easter, and it's spring. It's a time of rebirth. Things will get better, sooner or later. Happy Easter to all.
Тварини із далекої країни, де 50 зірок на прапорі, примусили мене повірити, що брати мої нам не брати, і влаштували свято, танцюючи на кістах. Моїх знайомих, сусідів, брата, які загинули в брудній війні. Так більше продовжуватись не може.